Nancy Pelosi got kicked out of the Democrat Party by the far left. Nancy Pelosi is the poster child for the corrupt, power-hungry, self-serving politician who uses their power to enrich themselves personally and simultaneously make everybody else's life worse. But after the election of Zohran Mamdani, Nancy Pelosi was sent a clear message that she needs to get out now because the Democrat Party is now the Communist Party. And Nancy Pelosi and all her stolen wealth finds herself the enemy of the very monster she helped create. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel, but let's hear the message that Nancy Pelosi's time is done, coming from none other than AOC just moments after Zohran was elected mayor.
What I think is so impressive about what Zohran Mamdani accomplished tonight, as well as the entire movement of New Yorkers that came out to vote for him, is that he had to not just defeat a Republican, he had to defeat a Republican and the old guard of the Democratic Party at the same time. He was fighting a war on two fronts and not just one. And he still won resoundingly. And I think the message that that sends is that the Democratic Party cannot last much longer by denying the future, by trying to undercut our young, by trying to undercut a next generation of diverse and upcoming Democrats that have the parties, the actual party, our actual electorate and voters support.
So Nancy's looking at her $400 million fortune and thinking, hey, I stole all this money fair and square by myself the hard way. What right do they have to take my money? And she sees the writing on the wall, so she's trying to get out of Dodge as fast as she can, or else what was the last 40 years of corrupt swindling even for? And that's why only 2 days after AOC issued that warning to Nancy Pelosi, you got this news.
Yeah, you as well. Here we go now to Washington. The former House Speaker, leading congressional Democrat Nancy Pelosi, has announced in a video a moment ago that she will not seek re-election. She has represented San Francisco for nearly 40 years. She's 85 years old. The history she has in Washington speaks for itself. She has been a long-range player in the Democratic Party. And
for the last 40 years, Nancy Pelosi has flown in whatever direction the wind is blowing in the Democrat Party. At one point, she was sternly against illegal immigration and against illegal aliens receiving government welfare. At one point, she was tough on China, saying we need more manufacturing jobs here in America. And now she's against these things because she doesn't have any principles. She just stands for whatever the prevailing narrative is that will get her reelected. But socialism, conveniently, is where Nancy Pelosi draws the line. Why? Because Nancy Pelosi loves capitalism. Nancy Pelosi loves being able to enrich herself by stock trading on insider information. Capitalism is the backbone. It's the engine to which Nancy Pelosi's entire scheme operates. Nancy Pelosi doesn't support socialism because despite Nancy Pelosi's many flaws, she's smart enough to know that socialism means that Nancy Pelosi is also going to be poor. She's impressively resided over San Francisco becoming extraordinarily unaffordable and expensive, while the quality of life simultaneously drops precipitously.